Hey friends and YouTube, I thought today would be kind of different to show you all 10 of my guitars. Got to give a shout out to String Swing because they are the ones that have provided a couple awesome racks for me, and these are my absolute favorite racks. They've been holding up amazing, they look good, and they smell good too. So the first guitar up that I want to talk about, and I did a full specs and demo on this guitar, is my Charvel Custom Shop DK24. It's an amazing guitar. It truly is sweet, and it does so many things. Wide range of tonality, looks beautiful. I did swap out the full shred for a JB, and it sounds awesome. I got an Alnico 2 pickup in the neck, and yeah, it is a beast of a guitar. You guys got to check us out. Charvel is always the best, you know. So Goto 510, and that's this guitar. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so we are on to the next guitar. It's another Charvel, as you may have guessed, and I'm just kind of picking them off the rack as they are right there. There's no particular order on any of these guitars. This guitar is near and dear to my heart because it's the first Charvel that I ever got, and you know, I'm really bad about years. I'm really bad about a lot of things when it comes to specs and ins and outs of guitars. There's guys that are way better at that. I'm more on the performance side. If something feels good, sounds good, and looks good, it's more than good enough for me. But with this guitar, it's a Charvel SoCal, and I believe it's a 2010. I don't know if you can really see that underneath the Charvel logo, made in Japan. When production was there, obviously this guitar came out of it, and it's Ferrari red. It's a really cool color. I don't see many guys playing this one. I've seen a couple people on Instagram. I got tagged in some videos, and yeah, like I said, it's my first Charvel I ever got, and it sounds really, really good. We got DiMarzios, we have a Tone Zone, and then an Evolution. So it's a machine of a guitar. I put the detuner on it as, you know, aftermarket stuff, and yeah, I mean, she's been through, you know, a lot of wear and tear. I've taken her on the road quite a few times, and this was my main guitar for a while. Still play it quite a bit. I love the neck. It's really, really well made, you know. They did well in Japan for sure. So, great guitar. I always add the Allen key holder on the back of all my Floyds. So, that's always a nice addition to have. And that's my Charvel SoCal, I think 2010, made in Japan, Ferrari red. What could be behind door number 3? Another Charvel! No, so we got a made in Mexico Charvel here, and this guitar is a really cool story. My buddy Frank Halen from Tesla, he gave this guitar to me, and I'm super humbled and grateful for that. It's such a great sounding guitar. Thank you, Frank. And I know Frank had said he used it on tour. I'm not sure how many times or from what years, but in Tesla. And it's an awesome guitar. We named it Power Bait because of the color, you know. And a lot of people, that kind of went over a lot of people's heads when I was posting videos calling it Power Bait. But if you are a fisherman or you've been fishing a few times, I think you'll get it. Yeah, and as far as like what's going on, I'm only assuming because I don't remember exactly what he had told me, but I'm sure that's a JB and a 59. You know, it's great. Push-pull, all the bells and whistles. Such a great guitar. I love the sound of it. It feels really good. The tuning stability is absolutely incredible on this one. I never have any problems with that. You'd think that with all Floyds it would be that way, but every guitar is a little bit different, and just because there's a Floyd on there doesn't mean it's going to be as easy to set up or stay in tune. Every guitar has its own temperament, and this one has a really solid temperament and has never steered me wrong in terms of the tuning stability and tonality. It's a badass guitar. I'm never getting rid of it. Thanks again, Frank. Love this guitar. On to the next guitar that's off the rack. And we have the, can you guess, Eddie Van Halen Frankenstrat. No, it's not the one he used, of course. This is the mass production model that EVH came out with last year. And it's an awesome guitar. I'm always putting up, you know, Van Halen solo covers. And, of course, using this guitar. I haven't played with it live. I was going to, but I had some issues with the guitar. I can't remember what was going on. I don't know if it was tuning or maybe some electronics or something, but there was one time I was going to use it for this Eddie Van Halen Remembrance Jam, Ultimate Jam Night in Hollywood. I ended up taking my 2010, the Ferrari Red Charvel that I showed you. Sounded just fine, but this guitar was the go-to. I think I was just having some issues with something. I can't remember now. But anyway, everything's all fixed. It's made in Mexico. It's a great, great, great guitar. Sounds awesome. Feels so good. Oh my gosh, it feels great. Yeah, this guitar does exactly what you think it would do. It, you know, does the Van Halen thing really, really well. Although, you know, I can't play like Eddie. I can only try and learn his stuff and mimic it the best I can. But this is a great guitar from EVH Gear. You should check it out. Let's move on to the next guitar. So now to the main guitar I've been using on the road last year. Well, a lot of last year. I didn't have this guitar the whole year. But this is my Charvel Pro Mod San Dimas. And I absolutely love this guitar. There's just something here. There's a vibe. And, you know, you get a guitar that you just kind of really gel with and just connects with you, especially with like the tonal options and whatnot. I just think this guitar is so special to me. It's just such a great guitar. Now that I'm done stroking it. Yeah, push-pull. It's made in Mexico, of course, just like the other one, the Power Bait that I showed you. Really a lot of the same specs, except this is an ebony fretboard. I did some aftermarket things. I put a German Floyd on. The Korean Floyd that was on there, I just didn't like the way that it felt. Ironically, I had problems with the tuning. I don't know why. I tried everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to replace it. So I put a German Floyd on, and everything's amazing with it now. I don't know if I think I adjusted some springs in the back too. Maybe I put an extra one in. I don't know. All I know is I needed it to be a little bit looser and easier going with the actual bridge itself. So all is well. And this is probably my number one, number two. You know, it's one of my mains that I use right now. The color, lime green metallic. I mean, it's truly beautiful. And it sounds so good. I have so many videos out there now playing this guitar. Like I do with the other Floyds, I put the Allen wrench holder on the back. And it's very, very convenient when you're playing in different places, or, you know, just being on stage and having it right there. Even sitting in your room playing and not having to go into your guitar case to find an Allen wrench. So, yeah, that is my main for the most part right now, and she's a beauty. And one more thing before I forget, the pickup combination, just like the other one, we got a JB, and the other Pro Mod, I should say, we got a JB, and we have a 59 going. Great guitar, love it. Let's jump to another one. Okay, the next one we have here is my custom shop Fender Telecaster. I believe this is a 2012. This guitar was also gifted to me from a friend and a fan of mine. And it's a bit of a surprise. I didn't see this coming until my buddy Neil, like I said, who gifted it to me, sent me a message. We had been talking about Telecasters for a little bit. And he said, hey, you know, there's a custom shop that's available, I think on like Reverb or something. And anyway, long story short, he hooked me up with it, and that's what's going on. Truth be told, I don't remember all the specs of this guitar. I don't even remember the pickup names. That sounds bad, I know. But like I said before, I'm more of the performance, the player, and I just know this guitar feels and sounds amazing. I haven't posted enough videos with it, but I have used it live quite a few times. This will be coming in handy throughout my career. I already know it. And yes, there is a kill switch on here, but I don't use it. It's disengaged. I put it in initially because I wanted to be a little different, and I think it just was noisy. I don't know. It just wasn't really happening for me. So I disengaged it, and yeah. It looks cool though. You got a big red kill switch on a Telecaster. I mean, that's a little different, right? Yeah, so that's that. Again, I think the year is 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It's a beautiful Telecaster. It sounds so good. I mean, the parts are, it's a really well-made guitar. I mean, as you would think a custom shop would be. I need to post more stuff with it, but I love this guitar. On to the next one here. We have a Edwards, Edwards Les Paul. I bought it earlier last year in 2022, and I bought it for a Randy Rhoads project that I was trying to get off the ground. Never got off the ground, and that's okay, but that's the whole reason I got this guitar, and I didn't want to drop a heavy amount on a Gibson Les Paul for, you know, the white cream Randy Rhoads, especially since I didn't know if that project was fully going to get off the ground or not, and it didn't. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't spend all that extra money, but I do still post videos with this playing Randy Rhoads solos every now and then, as you guys may have seen. It's a sweet guitar. It's got EMGs in it, and it's, you know, it's cool. It's got some things here and there. There's some weirdness going on here and there with some frets, stuff that's kind of shown up a year after having it. And, you know, I didn't expect a whole lot less because this is a bit of a knockoff style guitar. But I mean, it does sound good overall. It needs some changes here and there, but maybe one day I'll get to it. Maybe not, but it certainly looks really good. That's for sure. That's that guitar. Let's go to the next. All right, so now we are at the latest edition of my guitar family, and this is the Jackson USA SLO guitar. It's an awesome guitar. I just got it not too long ago. Big shout out to Jackson and Mike Tempesta for hooking me up. I truly appreciate it. This guitar is great, and yeah, I mean, it's got this awesome neck through vibe going on, which is a bit different. I love it. It sounds really good, has great resonance, and I haven't taken it out and played it at a show yet, but I'd like to at some point. It certainly has a very stealth, sleek look to it, and yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It's a metal machine, great for playing metal, thrash metal, that sort of a thing. And if you want to check out videos, just go to my Instagram. I got a few of them up playing this guitar. And I love it. I'll be posting more soon. Let's get to the next guitar. We got 2 guitars left, so just hang in there. This is my 2011 Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul. Pound for pound, this guitar is definitely one of my highest quality craftsmanship guitars, I would say. I got this guitar off of a friend many years ago, and it's such a sweet guitar. This was my main touring guitar, I'd say through my early 20s, mid 20s, and it's beautiful, honestly. It's all mahogany. I absolutely love it. It's nice and big. It's really resonant. It gives me some John Sykes vibes for sure. Speed knobs. I got a Sir Aldridge in the bridge and a Classic 57 in the neck. And of course, ebony fretboard that is filthy. and needs to be cleaned. You guys know me in cleaning guitars and fretboards. I am not the best at that. I certainly procrastinate. Some other aftermarket things going on. I mean, obviously, I bought it pretty much the way that it is, other than one or two things. And you got some silver hardware. There's some gold hardware down yonder. So it's kind of a mixture of both. Not the way this guitar would have came straight from the custom shop, but gives it some personality, some zazz. I really like it. I do have a string butler on there, and if you're not as familiar with that, a string butler is supposed to help you with tuning on a Les Paul. It's supposed to kind of break that tension from the nut all the way, outward or whatever. I've seen videos of it helping. It hasn't really helped me out that much. Maybe I don't have it on there right, but it looks cool, and it's kind of transparent. Like, most people don't even know it's there. So, beautiful guitar, and it weighs a ton, which is why I don't usually take it out on the road with me as much anymore. Going to some different countries and stuff, that'll just break my back. But it does sound amazing, it looks amazing, and it'll always be near and dear to my heart. Okay, the final guitar is my acoustic guitar. It is another Gibson, and this guitar is, what is it? Is it a 2018? 2017. Yeah, there we go. 2017. It's a great guitar. Really, really nice. It sounds good. It's got, I have the action really, really low on this guitar. Resonates pretty good. Accommodates the vocals reasonably well. I like it. And it's a beauty. I've used this for so many acoustic shows. All the acoustic guitars on the Stonebreed Heart of Stone record was this guitar. The acoustic guitars on my Departure record, my instrumental record, were this guitar. And did I record anything else with it? I'm not sure, but yeah, so it's tracked really well, and it's held up live. It's a beautiful guitar. Sounds great, looks great, and that's my acoustic. All right, friends, those are my 10 guitars. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's always cool to talk about gear and guitars with everyone. And another big, big shout out and thank you to String Swing for hooking me up with the guitar racks. Now all of my guitars have a beautiful and safe place to sit. And thanks for hanging out, guys. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe below by clicking that red button. Also click on the bell to receive notifications from me anytime I post a new video. If you're interested in guitar lessons with me, head to my website, BrandonPaulGuitarAlliance.com. All ages, all styles, all skill levels, super HD videos made just for you. Lastly, if you could follow me on my Instagram and my Facebook fan page, that would be amazing. It's at BrandonPaulOfficial. There's more guitar lessons, tons of videos of me playing my own music, and so much more content. Thank you, guys.